Let's roll.
Sometimes you play a game and it's like, there's just something about it. You don't know what it is, you can't really put your finger on it, but there's just something you like about it. Thing is though, that can work the opposite way too. Sometimes there's just something you don't like, something that rubs you the wrong way. I'm not sure what it is, but for me, Payday 2 had that something. And I don't like to be rubbed, I have sensitive skin. Now, in case the 2 didn't give it away, Payday 2 is a sequel to the 2011 game Payday the Heist. It was a game about stealing crap. Actually, there was a bit more to it than that. It was a game about the art of stealing, the orchestrating, designing, and then executing of the heist. And you know what? It was also a game I liked. I don't know, I guess there was just something about it. A different kind of something than with Payday 2. But you know, ostensibly, the two games have a lot of the same things. As with the original, this is a two-step game, a game about planning and doing. Of course, the planning and doing of the illegal variety. Payday 2 gives you a mission, lays out an objective, and sort of lets you figure things out on your own. I mean, you do have guns, but scheme accordingly, and you won't even have to use them. I had to freaking use them. And I guess that's where things started to go south for me in Payday 2. I mean, to actually pull off a heist without it devolving into an all-out war with the police, that's an incredibly difficult feat. See, this isn't a stealth game in the classic style. It's a lot more realistic in a sense, because you're not avoiding cones of light or waiting for the camera to turn away. The situations are more natural and complex, and they require absolute precision to pull them off quietly. And, you know, to some, that's going to be a selling point. There are gamers who are going to love the idea of super challenging stealth and that rewarding feeling when you plan something well and actually pull it off. But for me, the difficulty of doing that was extreme to the point of frustration, not challenge. There's a very smart game here, but just like a macadamia, it's a tough nut to crack. Actually, the game's difficulty sort of amplifies another problem. If your plan gets exposed, and for most of us, it's gonna be exposed, the police show up. But it's not that they just show up, they storm the scene like Gandalf on first light of the 5th day. And it's not just police, it's like a fucking army. So the game turns into what is essentially like a wave-based shooter, only like the most repetitive one ever. And Payday 2 may be a smart stealth game, but it's kind of a boring shooter, and I think that's kind of the problem. The stealth and planning is awesome, but it's so hard to do, everything falls apart. The game ends up playing like a straight shooter. It's not as good as a straight shooter. Or at least, certainly not if you're playing alone. If you're playing co-op, which is the game's central focus, even repetitive enemy waves can be entertaining, especially in a game like this, when the pressure of making the heist persists, even amidst the gunfire. When you have friends, that's still fun. When you're playing alone, it's pointless on a scale that you can't even fathom. Your AI partners are just the worst, so you have to play online, only that has its issues too.
Down! Everybody down! On the ground, people! Down on your face, everybody!
Listen, Payday's never a bad game, not even close. And if you're good, it's really an awesome co-op game. But if you're not that good, and if you play alone, the game goes from awesome to awful as fast as a bad bank job. Payday can still be a fun heist, but glitches, repetition, and difficulty mean that not everyone's getting a Payday. It's like the opening scene of The Dark Knight, and no one gets to be the Joker.
Yeah, gonna get mine and yours and yours and
CrimeNet is buzzing. You guys pulled off a nice little upset here.